Welcome back, survivors. Alright, I'm going to show you a quick build. It's actually something that we originally did in the no-tame server, where we wanted a very solid wall that we could build around the base and use it as storage, mainly because there was no such thing as rockets and whatnot, but there were also no turrets. So we needed to make it very expensive for somebody to raid us, so we had to have a very thick wall, but we didn't want to waste resources, so it had to double up as something else as well. So without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and build this wall and show you how it works. We're basically using vaults inside a cavity with double up walls, and on the inside using window frames, and you'll see that it takes a hell of a lot of C4 for somebody to actually blow into your base, and the wall is not really taking up that much extra room because it double up as storage. So yes, you're going to need a lot of vaults, but it is worth it in the long run. I'm going to build a single wall. I'll show you how to do it, and then at some other time I'll build up the entire base around it and show you how it's going to work. Enjoy the show. And there we have it, folks. A nice, simple, straightforward looking wall. It's going to cost whoever's raiding you quite a lot to get inside here. If you took notice, we have double layering of wall on the inside here. They'll have to break through a vault and then double layering again from this side. The reason why I added 4 walls, if you go back to the video, you'll see that inside here there are 4 walls in the middle. That's because if somebody blows up this wall and that wall, then they could walk between the vaults. They can just fit. So now they either have to blow up the vaults or they have to blow up 4 more walls before they can actually get through. So it's really just to block people from blowing up the back walls and then slipping through the vaults. Now you're forcing them to blow the vaults. You can access like this quite easily. It is a little tricky to close the windows. You have to close the one side and then find the hinge perfectly on the other side, which does take a while. This is why I like to just sort of have everything locked up here. It's also nice so when you log off, you can just go ahead and make sure everything is closed. Now, this kind of wall was very similar to the wall that we used on the no-tame servers. We actually had people raid us. They broke through the door area. There were layers of doors, so it must have cost them quite a bit to get in, and they didn't even notice that these were vaults inside. So we literally came back, and yes, we had lost a lot of our crafting stuff, but our vaults, which had all of our good blueprints and a ton of metal and all the other kind of good stuff, the guys just sort of looked right past it. They didn't even bother breaking any of them, which was very weird. The windows didn't even have any damage done to them, so it's not like they didn't have C4 left over. Everything else was wrecked. So yeah, a nice simple wall. The idea is that you would build this around 2, maybe all 4 sides of your base, and then you have the crafting area on the inside. And as you can see, everything is accessible from in here. So you, instead of having fabricators and whatnot against the wall, you'd have your crafting stations in the middle of the base. I will go ahead and build this up properly and place the generator correctly. I'll also show you the trick on how to hide your cabling so that when people are inside the base, they can't easily break it. Yeah, so look out for that video. We're going to continue building on this base. I'll show you a lot of cool tricks and also turret placement, especially with the 100 turret limit. It's becoming more difficult to defend a base, even a medium-sized base, purely because it's harder to cluster all of your turrets properly. Great guys, thanks very much for watching. If you want to see more of these kind of videos, building tips, PvP tips, that sort of thing, please go ahead, hit subscribe, hit like, show me some love, and I'll get some more videos out to you.